Hey, good morning. Welcome to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Chris Rainer. Friday, August the 8th. Where has the time gone? The summer's almost gone. Cool weather last week. Football starting. I think everybody starts their scrimmages tonight. I know Southwest is scrimmaging. Jacksonville is scrimmaging. I think all the county teams are scrimmaging tonight. So football season already. Scott Smith.
My boys are in a jamboree in
Are they?
Kinston.
They play
at Parrott
at
Academy.
They play at
Liberty
Parrott?
Christian.
At Liberty. Okay, so they're playing at Parrott in the jamboree there. And that's are they still 7-on-7 Liberty?
8.
8-on-8. Are they have any chances ever, you think, in the future of going?
I don't know. The school will have to get bigger.
It's getting there.
They're
Nice
growing.
little football field they got going.
Yeah.
Good stuff. We have Scott Smith and Marisa Reeder with us today. Welcome,
morning.
Marisa.
Thank
I know you're
you.
excited about football season coming on.
I didn't even know that there were scrimmages tonight.
And there we go. Well, we're going to get into some stuff. You guys got going on some big stuff coming up this weekend and in the near future. But before we do, I want to thank our fine sponsors here at Sports Talk, Downey's Heating and Air Conditioning, National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Modern Exterminating, Bayshore Animal Hospital in Swansboro, CNS Paint in Swansboro, you like to say that? CNS Paint, Ron Choate and Victor Case, Golden Corral and Billy Sewell, Rock Creek Golf and Country Club, Jones-Onslow EMC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Scott, do you gas grill any?
I do.
$11 to get your cylinder filled today. Did you know that?
No.
At Jones LP Gas in Verona on Fridays they do it for $11.
Okay.
What is the going rate for that since you're a gas griller? Normally $20 or so?
I think it's about 19,
At least, yeah.
$19.99 or something.
So that's a deal on Fridays. Head down to Verona, head onto the beach when you get through, get your grill cylinder filled.
You will not
think
find
we'll-
Scott at the beach.
I think we'll be busy.
Not a beacher, other than
He is
the
not a-
beach run thing you have.
Yeah.
Even then, he's like,
I'm not
oh
a big
no.
beach guy.
Do you wear like rubber boots out there and stuff?
No. I just, live here and go probably not even once a year.
He brings his blower and everything has to be blown off because there's no
Gosh, I
sand
hate
that
sand.
goes into
Really?
the.
Can't come back to the house.
He
with
goes
it.
home after working like 12 hours and he will vacuum out his truck. Like he's
Immediately.
I tell you what works great is those jugs, like the Hawaiian Punch comes in and stuff with water, of course. Not Hawaiian Punch. You want to rinse your feet in Hawaiian Punch, but use those after you get through with them. Put water in them, gets all the sand off.
I hate
before you go.
sand.
Also sponsoring, moving on, Southern Touch Painting, Fountain Management, Miss Sandra Fountain, Onslow County Motor Company, Ben Beasley and his gang, Barnes Diamond Gallery, Lane and Associates Family Dentistry, Doctors Tommy and Kim Morgan, Bartley Insurance Services, of course, Bill Mercer. Had a great time with Bill Mercer on the show last week. He was talking about the Boys and Girls Club, their upcoming breakfast thing. I want to remind everybody that's this coming Tuesday. There's still time to get tickets. Whatever they do or however they do it, I think you just come and then you make donations. So they could really use your help helping a great cause, the Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern North Carolina, I believe is the actual name. And Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, of course. The Racing Report is powered by Racing Report is powered by Onslow County Motor Company and Ben Beasley and the gang. Downey's gets a segment break for a little while. We're between Osprey season and hockey season, which you know a little bit about hockey, Scott. It runs from September to what is it? June.
They get 2 weeks off.
Yeah, they get like a month maybe, off in between. So it won't be long before he'll be back as our segment sponsor there for the our Hurricane Watch. We want to thank Helen's Kitchen and Billy Grissett. They're going to deliver us some. We mixed it up a little this morning. A lot of times our breakfast bowls, we got cheeseburgers and BLTs coming.
I'm ready.
That's good stuff.
sounds good.
Do we have one of each?
Sure.
right.
What I do is take it and combine it. The
Ooh, yeah.
parts of the BLT with the cheeseburger
Yep.
and get rid of one of the buns or the bread or whatever, so you don't have too many carbs there.
A bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah, bacon, lettuce, tomato,
In the garden. That's what we say in Pennsylvania.
the garden cheeseburger.
No, it's in the garden. Like you get a cheesesteak in the garden. So
Oh, if you add lettuce to
Nobody knows what that means.
it. Yeah, well, she does. Hey, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff today that she doesn't know what we're talking about, so we'll get her back. And, of course, catch us on our YouTube at WSME Radio, on Facebook at Freedom971 WSME, and online at WSME971.com. And, of course, we have our studio hotline, 910-346-2248. If you decide you want to be a sports talk advertiser, if you want to call in with any questions any days, just let us know. You can always got space for advertisers that want to. And look at it this way. If you're listening, then other people are listening. And they hear your word out there. They hear your business. It's a captive audience when you got them in that car and they got the radio on. We tell them what they're going to hear. So without further ado, let's jump right in. You guys have a Not much going on this week, do you?
Just 2 events.
Your
this
next,
weekend.
tomorrow, Saturday is not going to be very busy for you.
No.
How about tonight? Things kick off tonight? I know you're setting up today.
Setting up tonight for
But
boxing.
no actual bouts or anything.
Setting up tonight. We've got Freedom Fight Boxing all day tomorrow. I say all day. We have to be there all day. The first session starts at 2. Second session at 6. 1 ticket gets you into both. However, I don't know that there'll be any break in between. Obviously, you never really know till they get here and weigh in and do all that stuff, but we're looking at about 20 bouts per session. So I'm thinking one's just going to flow right into the other with maybe just a tiny break for the officials. But that's at the Commons Rec Center. You can get tickets at the door, or you can go to playjosc.com, and you'll see the ticket link there for Freedom Fight, sponsored by Marine Chevrolet. Thank them.
Wow. And it's right there at the Commons Rec Center.
Yep.
Where, if you knew where it went to ECI, you know where it's at.
That's right.
Will they have 2 rings going at one time or just one?
This one's 1.
That's probably best because 2 rings, you miss some action.
So this is our 3rd boxing event this year. We were fortunate enough to host the Silver Gloves Regional in January, and then we hosted Carolina Gloves and now Freedom Fight. And we've actually been awarded already Silver Gloves Regional again for next year.
Nice.
That was actually our largest economic impact and room night event last year, even a little bit bigger than ECI. And that was with
Really?
that was with a snow ice storm across the southeast. So we actually had probably about 80 boxers that couldn't attend. So without that, that'll be even bigger. And then Carolina Gloves is an annual event now, and Freedom Fight's been here. We get confused because of COVID. It's either year
Oh, it's
7,
gone. It's
year
over.
7 or year 8 of
I
Freedom
think it's
Fight.
7.
And so, yeah, I guess we're a 3 boxing event town now. So
This is also
Nice.
in conjunction with the All Marine Boxing Hall of Fame.
That's what I was going to ask you, which one of those was in conjunction with that, because you always plan it for the weekend when they have their
Reunion.
ceremony and
Yeah,
reunion and
so
stuff.
it's
This is
this,
it, Freedom
the
Fight.
Freedom Fight.
And of course, I know Marisa is a big fan of the pugilistic arts, aren't you?
I do like our boxing events.
She knew what that meant. That's
Well,
impressive.
Well, I do read. And
Pugilistic. Pugilistic is not a word that even sports fans use a whole lot. Unless you
I
saw the
agree
movie
with
Young
that.
Guns, you really don't know what it means.
definitely in
but-
the historical fiction books.
Yeah, nice.
I
Finally,
would say
something we all understand.
now, none of us can spell it, but we
Right,
know what
yeah.
it is. Right.
P-U-G. Okay.
I was going to say, I do like our boxing events. I like the energy that it brings. I like that it's a little different. We don't have a lot of boxing events that happen in Onslow County. So
We have 3?
Well, through our partnerships and because Onslow County has been so welcoming to these entities, that's why we've been able to
Yeah,
expand.
it used to just be this one, and then, but this one's all eight. You know, the Silver Gloves is 18 and under, and then Carolina Gloves is, I'll say it's all ages, but it's definitely still tends to be a younger crowd. This one, hopefully, you're going to see kids up through adults.
So this one has a wider range. I remember the one I did for you guys years ago. Your PA guy couldn't be there, and I was the last minute fill-in that wasn't as flamboyant as most PA guys. But anyway,
Was that at Jacksonville High School?
no, it was at the Commons Rec Center. But I remember there being
Okay.
some older guys at that one.
Yeah.
Was that just a different?
That was
way it
Freedom
was done?
Fight. That
Same
was
thing.
Freedom Fight, yeah.
Well, that's good.
Our first one ever was actually at White Oak.
I was not that
Yep.
one.
So that was back in 2017. And then I think we had it at Jacksonville High School
Once.
once.
Yeah.
And then we've
Are
had
you
it at
asking me or
the
telling me?
no, kind
I
of.
think
I'm
she's
kind of
asking me.
asking Scott. Sorry,
Yeah, once, and then the rest of it in the Commons.
at the Commons. Yeah.
So mine was the one I did was at the Commons. Larry Selewski, I think, couldn't
Yeah.
do the PA.
No,
tonight.
no,
Had
we
a-
did Northside.
He had a frog in his throat. It
We
wasn't
did
at
Northside one
One
time.
year.
One time.
This one wasn't at Northside though.
Yeah.
It was it. I don't know. It all runs together. Hey, Billy. Billy, the breakfast
you. We're
ninja has
hungry.
snuck in. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheeseburgers from Paradise today. Thank you. Oh, I might have done a trademark there. Have a good one, Billy. So, Helen's Kitchen. Billy Grissett and Helen's Kitchen. Thank you for our deliciousness over there. We're going to take a quick break and eat now. Marisa, we broached this subject many times before. You're very athletic. Now, when they have the women's bouts, have you ever thought about, you obviously enjoy boxing. You said it's one of your favorite things. You ever thought about just getting up there and,
They try and get
Duking it
me
out?
every year, and I say I can't mess up. The
You don't want
face.
you don't want to get your USA boxing card?
No, I'm good.
chances are I have a better chance of getting a PGA Tour card than she would of getting her box card because she just doesn't want to do it. I think
I
she could
don't.
do it, but she doesn't want to.
Yeah, no, that's not something that I have any.
No desire whatsoever.
No desire.
How about
no.
you, Scott?
I'm good.
You want to get in there? And,
Yeah, I'm good.
you're in, your late 20s. You could get in that, age
Yeah.
class there.
Scott,
Perfect.
everyone thinks Scott is the runner in our office. Like
Well, just because he's so fit, yes.
and I'm like, I don't think you've ran
Never.
like in a very long time.
Ever. And
Not
never
even,
will.
Not even anything chasing you in the woods or anything?
No. I just lay down and hope for the best.
I play dead. I've never been mistaken for the runner in my offices. So, that's easy for me. So, Freedom Fight, August 9th, which is, of course, tomorrow. What time does everything kick off tomorrow?
2:00.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
That's the first.
Doors
so
will
there's
open at 1, but
waves, okay.
we kick off at 2.
So, refreshments, concessions, all that
Concessions
stuff?
will be open, yep.
Good,
Yep.
good.
And
is there a
then,
hospitality room for media?
No.
Okay.
No. It's the only way we can ever get you there.
You guys always do the best hospitality room at
ECI.
ECI, yeah. And I did learn a little trick this year that made my experience a lot better.
What was that?
I'll tell you about it later. You know what I'm talking about. The issue I had the year before. It was anyway.
Okay.
We worked it out. It was more of a scheduling,
Yeah.
logistics type thing. But I used my brain a little bit this time, and everything worked out better.
And then we also have another event this weekend.
Another one this weekend. Are we done
Yeah.
with this one? Anything else we want to talk about with this one?
Just-
Any big names that you know of or anything?
No.
Next year, I want to try to see if we can get Bone Crusher to show up at this thing one time.
He came to
I thought he did. Yes. He
well,
came to
he's
something
been
you did.
yeah, but this year he came to I can't remember if it was I think it was Carolina Gloves. He came by.
I'll shoot him a text, and if he knows that it's going on, he might. Be
I-
in the area, want to just swing by.
I will say
Maybe a good cameo.
there is only a few more ringside tickets available. So go online if you're interested in doing ringside seats.
Everything
Because
else will
they
be
will
GA
probably
in the bleachers.
sell out.
We
That's general admission for you
so
logistics.
you say big names, but it's funny when we're there. So for example, last year there was a young lady that fought. Somebody pointed her out to me because I think she went to the University of Tennessee, but she had won like a Olympic medal in something, and she was on ESPN, and she just
Wow.
decided like last minute, the week of, to come fight. And then for anybody that watched the HBO series The Wire, if you ever watched that,
Oh, yeah.
the character that Cuddy was based on, he was there coaching some kids.
Really?
Had been, if you know the Wire, been in prison but then got out and started a boxing gym for inner city kids, kind of thing. So there's definitely always interesting stories around boxing.
Yeah, you're going to see local talent because we do have a couple of boxing gyms here. And so we always see those local favorites. And then, in the past, the boxers have traveled from Florida, Georgia, Virginia, all throughout North Carolina. So it's pretty popular.
Any Marine Corps guys fighting that you know of?
I don't know who's fighting yet. So Mark
There's
Hornsby and Patrick
typically-
Finklin take care of the people that sign up and then the matchups and all that stuff. But typically we do have at least a couple.
Yeah, I remember the year I did it. There was several from Marine Corps backgrounds or still in it, and fighting for the. I guess they actually fight for the Marine Corps when it comes to.
Yeah, that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, it doesn't?
The Marine Corps boxing team does not exist
Why not?
anymore. I don't know. But they obviously you still got Marines that box, but
You should have some people from the All Marine Boxing Hall of Fame come on and interview them, and they can probably
That would
tell
be
you
good.
lots of stories.
Maybe
and then,
we could line that up for next
can
year.
hook you up with that.
Have one come with you guys or something.
Yeah.
We'll kind of talk it out. All right. So moving on to what is your other event coming? You have another event this weekend.
yes.
So how is that
This is
going to work
Scott's favorite.
logistically?
Saturday and Sunday. This is Onslow Cup Disc Golf. This is the second year. Moore Buick GMC is a sponsor
Sitting
for
in my
that.
stuff.
And so it's a disc golf tournament out at Northeast Creek Park, amateurs and what you would call professionals. I believe there are still spots available. So easiest things probably, you can go to our website, playjoc.com. You can also just put in Onslow Cup 2, and the registration will come up if you're a disc golfer and want to register. But, yeah, second year of that going on.
Now, you were a frother, right?
Yes.
It's hard to say that and get the L sound. Try it.
No one says
It's
that.
like froth, but it's like froth.
don't
well, I got it from The Office.
I don't
I'm a
know
TV
what
guy.
you're talking about.
Andy, what's his name, said
Frisbee golf.
he was on the Cornell froth team.
Yeah.
I live to froth, frisbee golf, froth.
Disc golf because
Disc
Frisbee
golf.
is a brand.
But that would be Dolph, so we don't say it.
Yeah.
Disc golf. Okay, anyway.
But it's 4,000 added cash. Can you explain what that means?
So
What?
like most tournaments, they'll take registration fees and that'll go
Uh-huh.
toward prize money. But this one has 4,000 added to that.
So it's a minimum of 4,000, then whatever
plus
the other stuff is
registrations,
at.
and it's divvied
Wow.
up in different categories. But it's
I might have to get into frisbee golf.
yeah, you need to. But it's we partner with the Onslow Flying Disc Club for that, and Tyler Batchelor and that crew, they kind of run the event for us. We're kind of support staff on this one, but yeah, it's a good event. It sold out last year within like 72 hours of registration going up for year one. So again, there's still spots available for this year currently though.
And give them the time and everything again one more time.
I think they tee off at 9 a.m. and
Or is it a fling off?
you do 2 rounds on Saturday and then final round on Sunday.
And it's not like golf where you like 2 rounds would just totally destroy my back.
Right.
With froth, it's a lot easier. And that's a pretty cool little course out there. I've seen it when we
it's
go to the
nice.
boat ramp and stuff.
Yeah.
The only other one I know of in the county is Steed Park. Is there any
Right.
others?
Stump Sound has
Sound has one too?
Yeah. Those are the 3 in Onslow County.
So if you're into it, that's quite the thing. You always see those little reels on Facebook where the guy makes the impossible shot through a little gap in the tree. And I'm sure they practice that a
There
lot.
are 2 reels that come up on my feeds frequently of holes in ones through some, and they're local because I recognize the
Really?
holes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Now, do you still compete any or play any?
I've never played in a
I
tournament,
thought you
but I
said
play.
you like
Yeah, I
to
play,
do
but
that.
I've never played in
That's
a
what I mean.
tournament.
Do you still get out there every now and then and sling the frisbees
Yeah, I'm
around?
ready for it to cool off to do
Which
that.
one is your favorite of the 3 in Onslow County, or haven't you played all of them?
I've played them all. I'm not a big fan of Stump Sound just because it's very tight and it's very thick woods.
You feel like someone's going to attack you at any
No,
moment?
but if you, I mean, it's easy to throw it in the woods and then it's very thick and it's hard to find your disc. I
Northeast
like
Creek is
Northeast
pretty
Creek and
open, yeah.
Steed, both. Steed is probably better for my game because I don't throw it really, really far.
Yeah.
But they're both fun and both have different challenges and different holes I love.
Now, they don't have water like they do on golf courses. Water, I said it.
Those
Water.
2 don't know, but some courses do.
What happens if you hit it in the water? You just lose your
Too
lose your
bad.
frisbee?
Yeah.
Just like a golf ball?
Yeah, but a disc will cost you $20, and I don't really want to
Yikes.
lose $20.
So I can't just go down to Dollar General and get a whammo and start after it?
So you got drivers and mid range and putters and yeah. So
I assume they go a lot different
well,
than this.
some
cheap
go to the left,
whammo,
some
yeah.
go to the right.
Right.
Yeah.
It was interesting watching them last year, like because I'm thinking you just go the sidearm and they're like throwing
Most of the
They throw over the top?
most of the pros throw a forehand.
Like sideways?
I throw a backhand for the most part, but yeah, there's a thumber over the top will go to the right. You turn it the other way, it'll go to the left if you're trying to get like up over a tree. So there's a lot more to it than you
Interesting.
think
Yeah,
when
it's
you
not
first
just
start playing.
Like you're on the beach flinging.
Right.
You ever see
Yep.
anybody that does like inside?
My dad.
My dad, yes, and he
Your
throws
dad
it a
plays?
lot more level.
No, but when
well,
he throws a frisbee, he
Just a
throws it like he
frisbee, yeah.
cannot throw it any other way.
he won't. My dad won't come do it this way. It's right between his body and his arm.
Yes.
I can
But he throws.
only-
It makes him throw it more level. And I don't know why.
Yeah, my
I
dad
only
throws it
do
like
it
that.
this way, but I'm also no because
Is that a thing from that generation?
Do you throw from both arms? Are you amphibious?
No, I very much right-handed dominant.
Did you catch that?
And I get what you're saying. Ambidextrous.
Yes,
Thank you.
ambidextrous. Thank you, Charles Shackleton,
A lot
for
of
that
times-
soundbite forever.
Some of the things you say, I just like keep going because I can't stop.
You
no,
hear it, but you don't want to
but
process
I don't.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You don't want to hear it. You can't handle the truth.
Hey, you got a siren.
I know. We'll be right back on Sports Talk. Hey, welcome back to Sports Talk. I'm your host, Chris Trainer, Scott Smith from the Jacksonville-Onslow Sports Commission. Welcome today.
Thanks for having us.
Marisa Reeder, Jacksonville-Onslow Sports Commission.
Thanks for
Give
having
us your
me.
titles before we start our racing report.
Master Sergeant.
Master Sergeant.
Executive Director.
Okay, Executive Director.
Associate Director.
Associate Director. Thank you for being with us today. We're talking about more Sports Commission stuff coming up. Hey, let's get a NASCAR race here.
Let's
see if
do
we can
it.
work with the tracks and you guys.
Think we can
That'd
do
be a good bed on head type
Do you
thing.
want? Do you want bet on
Heads on
head?
beds, yeah.
Do you want
Feet
Super
and
Bowl
sheep.
also while we're at it?
Sure.
Okay.
Where would we
Olympics
have it at?
after that.
Once we get the big mega stadium built, that you guys you had a little something about that today about the complex today, didn't you? About
Do
the
we have
upcoming-
something you're saying?
No.
Your thing was
That was
today.
something else.
That was
Oh,
just
no,
a bike.
that was
thing.
Big Branch Bike Park.
Okay. We'll talk about more about that shortly. Back to the racing report. You know a little bit about NASCAR, Scott.
Not really.
The biggest thing in NASCAR this week was having a baseball game at a NASCAR track.
Yes, I do know about that.
And that even got butchered. That was uncontrollable, though. The weather, the Atlanta Braves and the Cincinnati Reds were supposed to play at Bristol on Saturday, this past Saturday. Weather was uncooperative. They basically went to Sunday at 1 o'clock, and you said your Fox
Yeah.
affiliate on your YouTube TV or whatever
had it.
had the game.
Yeah.
Ours did not. Ours is out of Wilmington. We're Spectrum, and part of Onslow County comes out of Wilmington, part comes out of Newport, the different Fox stations. So for some reason, ours showed infomercials. I don't see how that would be more prosperous than that was what was normally scheduled, but they
Yeah,
did not
yeah.
pick up the feed, so didn't get to see the
As
game.
bad as it's been for the Braves this year, I saw a meme where they got a trophy for that.
Did they?
And it said, "I'm going to tell my kids this was the 2025 World Series trophy."
I'm surprised baseball doesn't do like everybody else is now and have the midseason
Tournament.
thing like the NBA and all that. So you saw it at Bristol, and this is part of the race report too, because Bristol's obviously a premier NASCAR track. Was it pretty cool?
I thought it was pretty cool.
Now, I would not want those $90 seats where you're looking over
No.
the corner of the
But to see
bleachers.
a full size baseball stadium
Yeah.
inside the infield of a NASCAR track gives you the perspective of how big that
Yeah.
is. And because when Tennessee and Virginia Tech played college football game there, you picture, it's easy to put a football field on there, but seeing a full baseball stadium in there was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, it showed that two of the Atlanta Braves' truest fields would fit inside Bristol. As small as
Yeah.
Bristol is, I mean, even though it's a high-speed track, it's still only half a mile.
Right.
So two truest fields would fit inside Bristol. Have you ever seen the thing on Facebook where it showed the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and every Big Ten track or every Big Ten stadium, every one of them would fit
Seriously?
inside? That's
No.
how big that is. Why is my phone going crazy?
Counting the big house and
Every one of them.
Good.
Yeah, it showed the actual sizes, and they were all covered inside.
no, I had no
Yeah.
idea.
Indy's big. It's 2.5 miles.
That's crazy.
And square. So this past weekend's race was at Iowa. They've got the Iowa Corn 350 or 250 they have out there. William Byron won the race. I know that's what they do in Iowa. Corn and pigs. So I didn't want to call it the pig 250, so I guess they called it the corn 250. William Byron won the race in a Chevrolet. Chase Briscoe was second in a Toyota. And then the Ford swept third, fourth, and fifth. Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, and Ryan Preece. So that vaults William Byron. I know you kept up with this. That vaults William Byron back into the points.
That's
that he
their
pretty
favorite
much-
driver.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is William your favorite driver?
I don't watch NASCAR.
Are you a Chevrolet, Toyota, or a Ford fan?
To own, probably Toyota. Sorry.
You mean
From
Marine Chevy?
NASCAR. Do you think Dale Earnhardt would drive a Toyota?
No.
No, I didn't think so either. So William
Well, I'm
Byron.
not Dale Earnhardt, so I mean, you ask me.
That's right.
You're either Dale Earnhardt or you're not. So William Byron's
you
back
watch
in the
that
points
documentary?
lead. Not yet. That's on Netflix, isn't it? I heard it's good.
No, it's on Prime.
Is it?
Yeah.
I still heard it's pretty good.
That's good. I don't even care about NASCAR. It's
You have
good.
to check that out. William Byron's first in the points now. Chase Elliott second. Kyle Larson third. Denny Hamlin and then Christopher Bell. All those in the top 5 in the points. NASCAR's getting ready to sail off this weekend to another road course. I think it's going to be the demise of NASCAR. First of all, they made Charlotte a road course in the fall, which is blasphemous. Now they're going to Watkins Glen, which has always been on the schedule. It's not one I really mind. It's actually a very scenic track. Have you ever been up to upstate New York and seen Watkins Glen?
No.
If you've seen it on TV, it's a very picturesque track, so I don't mind it as much. But when you start replacing a Daytona race with a road course, you're asking for trouble in NASCAR country, so we'll see how that goes. So you can watch Watkins Glen Sunday? It's a
No.
course where they don't just turn left; they have to go
Nope.
through all the little road courses. And
I
stuff.
don't think I have that channel.
Okay. Well, thank you to Onslow
She's got
County Motor Company.
infomercials.
Yeah, she'll be watching the infomercial instead of the NASCAR race. But thank you to Onslow County Motor Company, Ben Beasley and his gang for sponsoring the racing report. We'll give you the update from after Watkins Glen, and then I think they're kind of sailing off into what they call their playoffs here coming up, where they
about
start
Formula One?
eliminating drivers, huh?
What about Formula One?
Formula One?
You don't do a report.
No. Do you like Formula One?
I
Give us
like-
our Formula One report then.
I don't know. I just like watching Drive to Survive. So after the season's over, I get to see all the drama that happens.
Was that a Formula One reality show?
It's
or
yeah,
something?
Netflix.
What about Indy cars?
No,
Infinity Series?
no,
Okay. Craftsman Truck Series?
Go karts.
no.
Go karts?
Oh, those would be fun. Fun to race. We could do that.
That's actually where a lot of guys get their starts. Jeff Gordon was a go kart guy when he was a kid, and then next thing you know, he's racing in the big time.
Well, my friend's son does the Legends series, and he
Legends
says
are cool because it looks like the old timey moonshine runners type cars, but it's one seat right in the middle.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it gives you a little more room in the cockpit and
I
stuff.
could see Marisa if they had a division of golf carts. You could.
I could do. Yeah, I could
Lawnmower
do.
racing.
I could do lawnmower. I mean, I could do a skid steer. I did skid steer.
You can say it right too. A lot of people get that messed up. Ward Burton had to do a thing one time. Do you know who Ward Burton is?
Yeah.
Kind of that South Boston, Virginia draw. Just guess, alert. He kind of struggled with it. But you said it perfectly.
Well, I grew up having to use them, so.
Enunciate. Yeah.
No.
Up north, y'all enunciate. Down here, we
Apparently,
kinda
I say
wobble it out.
poem.
Say what?
Weird.
Poem?
I don't know what she's talking
I
about.
said poem yesterday.
What is poem? What
Congratulations.
Exactly.
I guess.
You're assimilating. Wow.
I guess.
the hell is poem?
It's a poem.
A poem.
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 A poem.
Yeah.
But I guess I said.
I says poem. That's a poem.
So he found a word I can't say
I
correctly.
said, I just looked at her and said, I don't know what word you're saying.
You know where they rhyme?
It's a new vocabulary you create.
Iambic pentameter, all that stuff.
We won't go into what Scott says, and I can't
I'm from
interpret.
Tennessee. It's all right.
Okay. Now, where exactly in Tennessee are you from? Knoxville
Chattanooga.
area? Where?
You got,
Chattanooga.
you got
Chattanooga.
Chattanooga. Choo choo.
Do people ever call it Chattanooga?
No, just you.
No.
Well, actually, it was Yosemite Sam on that Bugs Bunny cartoon. You know what I'm talking about? The baseball players playing those
Yeah.
Yankees? Yeah.
Yeah.
The one
It's
that's
a
been
cool
banned
town.
from existence. Chattanooga's awesome.
I would say it's a really cool town.
Beautiful place up there, too.
Mm-hmm.
So you were up that way and never went to Bristol?
Never.
Really?
Yeah.
What is Chattanooga from Bristol? About an hour?
No.
Is it farther?
It's about 4.
Which way? Bristol's up in the top right corner.
You have to go through Knoxville and up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I lived in Bristol for almost 5 years.
And you went a couple of
I
times.
don't know a
Yeah.
lot to the races. Yeah.
So you got some hookups there for us. Because I would like to go to
Now,
Bristol
I
one day.
was in radio 25 years ago, broadcasting there.
Can you imagine me, you, and Ashley in Bristol? We'd have a good time.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yes. You're the driver, by
He
the
said
way.
maybe.
You know what you should
With
do?
you, I mean, because it's a lot of. Well, back then it was the heyday, man. Late '90s.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people there.
I have a free event that you can go to.
Free?
Yep.
Usually doesn't bode well for being very.
What's
What's
Go
coming
ahead.
up
What is
soon?
it?
What's coming up soon in Pennsylvania?
The Little League World Series.
Yes, and
It's
it's
going on
free.
now, actually.
It did start already. I haven't
Yeah.
seen
Well,
anything.
maybe not the Williamsport part, but the preliminaries in the different regionals. Are
Oh,
going
I was
on.
going to say
Yeah.
We get
in
off track,
Williamsport.
but I love watching that on TV.
Oh, that's sports,
It's
though, baby.
really
That's
good.
good sports.
Yeah, that's fun to watch.
And have you seen where the Little League Softball World Series is?
Greenville.
Greenville.
Yeah.
North
Well, you talk
Carolina.
about a hub for baseball and softball, and then everybody wonders why our teams that have to go play the Greenville teams are. That's big time up there, buddy.
Yeah.
So that's
They've
cool
hosted
that they do it
it
there.
3.
I think this is the third, maybe.
Yeah, so that's
They
really
just have
good for them.
a complex there that's like
And
Williamsport.
obviously they're trying to make it like Williamsport where it's there forever.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Well, if they keep adding all the amenities and stuff, what does it say? If you build it, they will come. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
So there's a free event you can go up to.
So Williamsport is free. Mm-hmm. They don't charge admission for the Little League World Series.
Not that I remember.
They should.
But
We
you got to
get-
pay for your hotel, buddy.
What?
You gotta pay
Well,
for your
no,
hotel.
I could.
No, we get the station to swipe the card.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I'll take Ashley with me. We'll be good. Will you get ready to reach for the trigger back there? Okay. We're going to take our second break. We'll be right back with Sports Talk. Hey, welcome back to Sports Talk Friday, August the 8th. I'm going to call it the first day of football season because scrimmages tonight. You can actually go see them doing something besides just practicing and doing drills and contact drills. You can actually see them playing against other teams. That's always, if you're into high school football, that's always the first signs of life for the football season. And also the NFL tonight.
Yeah, Falcons play the Lions.
Yeah, you could have gone if you'd have got my Panthers tickets. We're not going to the preseason games. Shedeur Sanders debut tonight against the Panthers. Ought to be interesting. What do you think about that mess in Cleveland? They got 8 quarterbacks.
They just signed another one. Yeah,
I saw that just yesterday. So they got like 7.
I don't understand.
It's going to be interesting. And to be honest with you, he looks like he might be the pick of the litter.
You can't carry more than 3. So 5 guys are going to be looking for jobs.
And I don't know if all of them carry 3.
A lot of them don't. But I'm saying that's the most you can carry.
Yeah, so there'll be some people looking for backup jobs elsewhere. So obviously your NFL team is the Atlanta Falcons.
Correct.
How are they looking this year?
I think they're going to be pretty good.
You think they'll be second to the Panthers in the South?
No.
You don't think the Panthers have a chance to win the South?
I think they do.
I think they do.
I think all 4 teams have a chance.
I do
to win
too,
the
and I
South.
think that's the thing. I didn't mean to pop the mic there. I showed the projected wins. It was 9 for the Bucks, 8 for the Falcons, 7 for the Panthers. New Orleans, I would probably take them out of the mix.
I would too, but some people say that young quarterback looks pretty good. If
Well, it
he
depends
plays,
on how he develops,
right.
yeah. And the rest of it. But the Panthers added a lot of weapons over this.
Yeah, I think the
offseason.
Falcons' defense is going to be a lot better. It's going to come down to how Penix plays.
What do you think it's going to take to win the NFC South? And keep in mind, there's 17 games, so if you go 9-8, there's no more 500 in the NFL because you're 17 games.
I think it might be 9. I
think
think it's going to
9.
be pretty even.
I think if you win 9, you're in the running for it, certainly.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what the Panthers can do. I think Dan Morgan adding him as the general manager and taking David Tepper out of the owner / general manager / coach /
That's smart.
Yeah, I think that was a good move.
I've learned to
realized
not
that.
get my hopes up though, so I'll just go into it with
Well, who's coaching the Falcons this year?
Raheem Morris. There's one of the problems.
He's the head coach?
Yeah.
Was he the head coach last year?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think he's a great head coach.
Is it his second or third year?
Second.
Okay.
But he was there before as an interim.
Okay.
And he
you
was
don't think
defensive coordinator.
is he from Colorado or something?
I mean, he was with the Rams most recently, but he's
But college, what did he play with Colorado?
I don't know. But he's had chances as a head coach in the NFL, and he has a losing
Just
record.
hasn't worked out.
Yeah.
Did he? At least he get fired in mid-season like Frank Reich.
Yeah.
Frank Reich didn't even get a full season with the Panthers. And to be honest with you, with the ones they brought in after Ron Rivera, I wish they'd kept Ron Rivera. Now, I do like the new guy, Dave Canales. I think he's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I don't know that was fair to Reich. It was personnel more than it was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was because you had just exhausted 7 picks for a 5'8" quarterback, which I think Bryce Young is coming on, and I'm
looked
looking
good at
forward
the
to
end
this
of last
year.
year.
But I still don't think he was a 6-pick
Yeah.
trade up in the draft quarterback. Yeah, he was not that kind of game changer. Next year coming out might be, though. Arch Manning's probably coming out next year. I've already heard there's teams jockeying to give away the farm to make sure
We'll
they
see
get
what he
him.
does this year, though. I mean,
Yeah, it's really his first year starting.
Yeah.
He hadn't really had a you would think with all the hype he had coming through high school and being of the Manning lineage, you know what we're talking about, don't you? Archie Manning's
What?
grandson.
that's a big first game this year, Texas and Ohio State,
Yeah.
week 1.
Oh, week 1, August 30th, there's like 8 games. And they're all stacked in order. You can
Well,
start with
that's-
Ohio State. Is it Ohio State and Texas?
Yeah, Tennessee plays at 12 o'clock Syracuse, and that game's at 12:30. I wish that game was later, that Ohio
Well, I
State-Texas
don't
game.
think Tennessee will struggle with Syracuse. Is it at Tennessee?
It's neutral. It's Atlanta.
Starting to say there'll be a lot of orange at that game.
Yes, either way.
And I would say mostly Tennessee because I think Syracuse
yeah.
is predicted to struggle a little this year.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll
Tennessee
see.
might. It's going to depend on quarterback play.
Where's that game going to be
I
at?
think it's Atlanta.
Okay. So mostly I would say a
Tennessee.
Tennessee crowd, yeah. And your college team is Penn State.
We are.
How are they looking this year?
No idea.
No clue. Well, at least one thing you will know about them, they will have black or white uniforms. Or is it dark blue?
Dark blue.
It's
Yeah,
dark
blue.
blue. They're the Nittany Lions.
But it looks, what is Nittany? Is that a color?
No, it's a mountain, I think, nearby, and so that's.
Well,
why
you
they-
said they're dark blue. They're the Nittany Lions. Like that meant something.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
No, it didn't mean anything
The
associated with their
Navy
color.
Lions.
It is dark blue, but it looks almost like the Bears. It's so dark that it almost
it's not
looks
that dark.
like black. Yeah, the Bears. I think the Bears have morphed into black.
It
you know,
is.
for the
It's
color.
definitely a dark navy
Yeah.
with white.
But I love their uniforms because they don't change.
I like Penn
They're
State.
very
uniforms, too.
they're very classic.
Yeah.
I love their whiteout games, and they're a great crowd.
just on a tangent here on football, are you guys a fan of the Oregon State? Where's it? Oregon. The Oregon
the different
Ducks
uniforms?
thing, where every week you have a different uniform, different helmet. I'm not either. I like
Sounds
the traditional
expensive.
stuff. Every now and then, maybe a throwback or something different, but not.
Marisa calls them outfits, not uniforms.
Yeah, outfits.
It sounds expensive.
Their get-ups.
Oh, Nike.
Oh, it does,
Nike
but
takes care of that.
Yeah, I think the people in from Nike take care of
Tennessee's.
But is it a
Tennessee's last year
waste?
with Nike, they're switching back to Adidas.
that. To wear Adidas.
Adidas.
They're gonna stay orange, though, aren't they? Now their uniforms don't change a lot.
Not a lot, but they have the smoky grays, and occasionally they have the blackout.
The black
uniform.
ones. I do like the black uniforms.
Yeah, I like the traditional.
Do you like the black helmet with the orange?
It's all right. Not
Tee?
my favorite.
Oh, that black and orange. There's something about that black and orange. I don't know what it is.
I know why you like it.
Yeah, it just looks good. So that'll be the August 30th, and like I said, it starts with, isn't it Ohio State and Texas?
Yeah.
That's going to be a Donnybrook right to start with. That's
It's-
probably the two
it's-
favorites
Isn't that
It's
one and
number
two?
one versus number two, and I think it's the first time in college football history.
to start the season.
Yeah.
And that's the two that are favored to win the national championship. And the thing is, the one that loses is not out of it.
No.
It's not like the old days where that game would dictate whether they won it
Yeah,
or not.
no.
What do you think? You think Ohio State or Texas?
I don't know much about Texas, but Ohio State is usually pretty good.
Especially last year, of course, won the
I know.
national title.
I do not like either, but I'll probably
Either one?
I'll probably cheer for Arch.
We'll watch the game. I want to see him do good. Yeah, I think coming from the Manning family, and he's not actually one of the players' sons. He's Cooper's son. And Cooper's
So
the one that didn't play.
Peyton's son is going to Baylor High School in Chattanooga.
Really?
Yeah, he's
How did that work out?
Peyton's got a home there, and it's one of the top private schools. This was 15 years ago. It was like $30,000 a year to go to high school there,
I think Peyton's got that.
and so my wife was like, "Isn't that cool?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but he's only in 8th grade."
So he's only in 8th grade now.
Yeah, it's not like he's about to go into college from there. So,
But he's lined up to go there. I guess he's going to the middle school there now, the exclusive middle school.
yeah, and I'm sure he'll be on the varsity football team.
Yeah, probably.
We talked a lot of sports commission stuff that segment.
We're going to hit that all at the end here. That segment was a little short. We're going to take our last break. When we come back, we'll do our This Day in Sports and then nothing but sports commission stuff. Welcome back to Sports Talk. I'm Chris Rainer, your host. I have Scott Smith from the Jacksonville-Onslow Sports Commission with us, and Marisa Reeder, and I've pronounced that right every time today.
Congratulations.
From the Jacksonville-Onslow
Thank
Sports
you.
Commission. We're talking about this day in sports history, August the 8th. All this stuff happened sometime or another on August 8th in various years from 1870 all the way up to 2021. So I'll take the first one. I'm the oldest in the room, so 1870. I think I'm the oldest. Yeah.
You were born in 1870?
No, I'm older than Scott, obviously. The very first defense of the America's Cup sails into the record books. The New York Yacht Club's Magic cruises past England's Cambria and 16 other boats in a 38-mile battle on the Atlantic, the start of an American sailing legacy. Scintillating sports, watching sailing on TV. Have you ever watched that before?
I've seen it.
There was a time where the America ruled the America's Cup, and the Australians first started with that little double wing thing they had or whatever, started coming back. For a brief time, people would watch it, but man, watching sailing's
For
worse
some
than-
reason, it was really big, like 1 or 2 years
Yeah.
there, and then
And you would actually tune in just to see, I guess, who was leading. But once you've seen one sailboat skimming across the water, you've seen them all. All right, you do get a very short one, and you'll see why.
all right, blink, and you might have missed it. The shortest American League game ever. The Tigers shut out the Yankees 1-0 in just 73 minutes. That's faster than most rain delays.
That's
that-
smoking there.
That was in 1920.
Oh, sorry, 1920. Yes.
Yeah, apparently
That was the year Chris
a
was born.
pitchers do a lot of strikeouts. Do you know what an immaculate inning is?
Yeah, there was one yesterday.
Yeah,
or the day before
I
or
saw
something.
that. I saw some stats on Greg Maddux recently, and you obviously know some of the ones I'm talking about. 77 pitch game.
Yeah.
Complete game.
See
he
that
pitched.
one all the time.
There was one where it showed all the thousands of batters he faced, and he only went to 3-0 on like 300 and something of them,
Yeah.
and almost 180 of those were intentional walks.
I was about to say that. Yeah, most of them.
So
were
the only
intentional,
reason he
yeah.
went to 3-0 is because he was intentionally walking to start with.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing the stories, the legendary story about the guy that they wanted to walk intentionally. He said, "Give me 2 pitches. I'll give him the ground up to shortstop." That was the conversation
Yeah.
on the mound. Chipper Jones tells his story.
Yeah.
Give me 2 pitches. I
Or,
can't give him the
pop
ground
up to third.
shortstop.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'll get him to pop
Or
up
something,
to third.
whatever it was, and he did.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. He just had pinpoint accuracy. You know what we're talking about.
I-
All right, take number
Yep.
3. Take number 3.
1946, a changing of the guard in Pittsburgh. The Dreyfus family sells the Pirates after owning them since 1900 for a cool $25 million to Frank McKinney and John Galbraith.
Now, 25 million was a lot of bucks back then.
Yeah.
That's
Boy,
still
you'd
today,
like to have
but-
that deal
Well, think
today,
about that.
wouldn't
That
you?
was
Yeah.
right after
We-
the end of World War II.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 1945 when yeah. Very good history lesson there. We talked about it before when we have. Sorry, we've talked about it before when we've had these team sales and stuff. If you could jump in a DeLorean and go back in time,
Oh, yeah.
you know, we could get together 25 million. We could pool it between the 3 of us, right?
Yeah. Marisa, 24 million, and then $500,000 each.
Yeah, I'll do
That's
that.
a hard
I
no.
could maybe borrow $500,000. I don't know if I could borrow $500,000. All right, in 1950, breaking waves and breaking records, Florence Chadwick swims the English Channel in 13 hours and 23 minutes, becoming the first woman to beat the men's record. A true trailblazer in the open water.
That was the first New River splash.
Yeah, but I think the English Channel is probably a little wider than the New River.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so 13 hours and 23
13
minutes.
hours.
Now, are you a big swimmer?
No,
Are you?
No.
But do you swim in that one thing y'all have, don't you? Or do you not do that?
we work.
We cannot participate in our events. We have to manage them.
It's just because you would dominate.
Hey,
and that's-
Chris.
No.
Hey, but you could
You
participate.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And I could.
Yeah,
We should
I'll
do
put
it
my
together.
ski vest on, my paddle.
We should represent the radio station, join as a team. It's a good idea,
Absolutely.
don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like the kayaking thing. Don't you have a kayaking event?
No.
I thought y'all did. We need to look into that because there's a lot of kayaking trails.
We had that as an option one year and had like 2 people sign up.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you put a motor on it?
Probably not.
Okay. All right, you got 1970.
1970, the Yankees retired number 37 in honor of the legendary Casey Stengel, who managed 10 World Series appearances and brought home 7 titles from 49 to 60. Talk about a dynasty.
70% winning percentage in the World Series. That's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Michael Jordan probably had the only better thing in the finals record.
100%.
A championship record, yeah. All
I
right.
think the next one is chosen for me to talk about. 1976, fashion statement or foul. The Chicago White Sox ditch the pants and take the field in shorts. Yes, shorts for a game. It's one of the quirkiest uniform moments in MLB history.
Well, thinking back to my church league and rec league softball
Yeah.
games, shorts are not the best thing to slide into base with.
No, but
No.
boy, they got to be hot.
Yeah, you would think so. Well, look at football now, though. How many players are wearing shorts now?
Yeah, basically shorts,
Especially the kickers. Some of those look like you'd be working at Hooters with those short pants they got on. All right, 1984 at the LA Olympics, Carl Lewis grabbed his third gold medal, helping the U.S. sweep the 200 meters alongside Kirk Baptiste and Thomas Jefferson. Wow, he's a little long in the tooth for that race. Yeah. A golden era for American track and field. I remember the 84 Olympics.
Mary Lou just got arrested recently.
Was she in the 84 one?
Yeah.
Yeah. She looked bad.
Yeah.
Bless her heart.
Yep. 1984 at the no, that was you. 1988, Gary Player proves age is just a number at 52. He wins the U.S. Senior Open for the second straight year after an 18-hole playoff at Medina, a true legend of the links. Mine always have these little extra sentence at the end.
Yeah, the little the epilogue. Yes.
Yeah.
1990, a darker chapter. Pete Rose, MLB's all-time hits leader, begins a 5-month sentence in federal prison for filing false tax returns, a reminder that even legends aren't above the law.
Chris, you're not above the law.
Yeah, whatever. Well, not that part, but the legend part. Anyway, 1992, pure basketball brilliance, the original Dream Team, Jordan, Magic, Bird, Barkley, and the gang dominated Croatia 117-85 to win Olympic gold in Barcelona, the gold standard of hoops. Do you think that Dream Team is better than the ones later?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree.
Not even close.
I just think it's a different time of basketball. I think basketball now, NBA has been made more of an entertainment value thing. The rules are relaxed a little more. I'm not saying they're cheating or like wrestling where it's scripted. Well, who knows? But it's just like certain things are letting, like, the 5-step not call it travel because it's a big dunk type thing.
Yeah.
It's just gotten crazy.
2015, in a historic rugby showdown, we're all big rugby people here. Australia beats New Zealand 27-19 to win their first rugby championship, while All Blacks captain Richie McCaw ties the all-time record with his 141st international cap.
I think
whatever that means.
I think the All Blacks team has some kind of TV show or something. I've seen that in the
like a
through the cable, like a
docu-series kind of thing.
docu-series type thing.
Rugby
Rugby.
looks very
It's
painful.
kind of fun to watch.
It does. No padding. And a lot of people have made a great point. If you want to eliminate a lot of head injuries in football, take the helmets off. Because nobody's leading with that head to make a tackle if you don't have a helmet on.
That's true.
So, interesting.
2021, pure dominance in Tokyo. Team USA women's basketball captures their 7th straight Olympic gold, beating Japan 90-75. Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi
We'll go with that, yeah.
both grabbed their 5th golds, legends of the game.
All right. Before we leave this day in sports, the WNBA has been in the headlines recently for several things. One, I don't think we really need to talk about. It's just weird stuff going on there.
Yeah,
First of all,
we can't talk about that.
wearing the shirts, saying pay us what we're worth when they're not when they're losing money. Yeah, I understand the concept, but the bottom line is you got to get people to watch, no matter what sport it is, women's, men's, whatever. Say water polo, the men's team think that they need to make as much as NFL does. They don't have anybody watching them.
Right.
You just got to get it to where, and it is on the uptick, I think. I'd never watched a WNBA game until the last couple of years.
Well,
the Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark.
But all
thing has
those
helped us a lot.
people that they're anti Caitlin Clark, but they're the reason they're drawing. They can't get out of their own way.
And I think Angel Reese is a part of it too. The rivalry. They both came out, but obviously Caitlin Clark. And when you look at the jersey sales, the 600% higher revenue from what it was, where she came. There's a lot of things that she's helped at, but it's like the ones that were there, I guess, are resentful that they're not the ones that brought them to that. I don't know.
They're without being subsidized by the NBA, they lose money.
Oh yeah, but there's some entertainment value there. They just got to tweak some things, maybe. Yeah,
Maybe.
Speaking of tweaking things, let's talk sports commission stuff. I don't know. That was a good.
I didn't understand that
Me either.
segue, but okay.
Moving on.
The mullet run.
Yes.
So this will be done in Swansboro and involve fish, right?
So
Or is it not that kind of mullet?
It's the fish and the hairstyle. We're
Okay.
going to celebrate both.
All right.
Our moving mullet is going to be the 3rd annual. We do it the weekend before the Mullet Festival, and I think the Mullet Festival is, gosh, how many years has that been going on?
8,000. Yes.
Many, many years.
Do not go through Swansboro the Saturday of Mullet Festival because
And
of
it's
the
a
parade.
Saturday. I think the festival is actually a Saturday and Sunday. And
So it's not that Saturday,
it's
October 4th,
not.
it's the
We
weekend after.
so a lot of events are festivals specifically. I'll use Azalea Festival as an example. Like they've added events before and after because you want to just build the hype up around the festival. So we are the weekend before. So it's October 4th, 2025, and you can run or walk. We don't have like a really strict timeline. We find that a lot of people like to dress up. They like to do it as a group. They like to do it with their families. We have a really cool medal. We have some pictures online, and I'll be posting a video soon because it's a spinner. So the middle guy is the logo, which is the fish with the hairstyle,
nice. The
and
mullet.
he spins in the middle of the medal. Part of the proceeds go to Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern North Carolina, and it's presented by Marine Chevy. It's in partnership with Swansboro Festivals, the town of Swansboro. We are excited again to be out in Swansboro. A lot of our races happen in Jacksonville, and we like to get out into other parts of the community.
Definitely an 80s feel. So our time, Chris, growing up.
Yep.
All
with
of the
outfits and
staff have mullets that we wear, and you'll find many participants are dressed up in mullets. We have a mullet costume contest before we get started. It's a lot of fun.
It's one of the best logos ever, the mullet fish with the mullet hairdo.
Scott, you wear a mullet too?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
You better start working on it.
That's a wig.
Yeah, okay.
Scott has actually written a song, and he had AI sing it and
Yeah.
record it, and so we'll be using that in some
Is it a mullet
advertisements.
song?
Yeah.
It is.
Kind of like Achy Breaky Heart, or?
No, just about the right.
we may have to put it in rotation. Here.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
play it. When you think about, you said people dress up a little bit, obviously with the mullets, the hairdo. Do anybody wear the fish hats? Like, the mullet fish hats or not?
I don't remember seeing.
No.
That brings me back. That makes me think of, I know what you did last summer. Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Where the town, basically Leland was the town, and
we
with the
see
fish hats.
we
Kinda
see a
spooky.
lot of, like, I would say, costumes like Joe Dirt. So we got a lot of cut-off jeans,
Yeah.
which I cannot believe they run in them. We have some flannel,
Headbands and bright colors.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
yeah.
To go along with the mullet hairdo for the most
Yeah.
part.
Yes.
And that's Saturday, October 4th. Where do they go? They can
can-
obviously go to playjosc.com. Is there another site?
Yes, we also have a website dedicated to our running series. So that's racejosc.com. And all the races in our series. So a few of the races that I'm going to talk about are all listed on there. And we're getting towards the end of our series because it goes calendar year. But we do, people that have been doing our series, they do have the opportunity to still participate. And if they've done some of our earlier ones, they can still earn the year-end plaque holder. That's a wonderful gift that people.
The what?
It's called a year-end plaque
I thought you
holder.
said urine.
Yeah, that's what you get if you don't do any races.
Scare the pee out of you.
Oh, Chris, I don't know. About
Go
you.
ahead.
Write a poem about it.
Yeah. Is it urine or mine? Sorry. The Mullet Run, 5K run and walk, that's October 4th. That's the next event after the ones we've already talked about. Then you've got the Fuzzy Peach coming up.
Yes, we're super excited to do our
Keep threatening you're going to do that one.
I'm just going to go the
Yeah.
yogurt, though.
Yeah.
Well, we did add a 1 mile.
Is that a Saturday?
It is a Saturday.
See, it's usually right in the middle of football season where there's a game we're going to.
There's not a game
Carolina or
at 8
something.
a.m. You cannot
Have you
tell
ever
me.
been to a Carolina football game, college?
No one has.
No.
Oh, yeah. But if it's a 1 o'clock game or a noon game, you don't leave at 11 unless you got a helicopter. So usually we head out, to the game.
You don't have a helicopter?
I wish. Try to get the station.
You
to
can
get
do
one.
it virtually. I'll just say that.
Well, tell us about the Fuzzy Peach 5K trail run. Or
Yes.
they can find information at playjosc.com, right? And racejosc.com.
Yes.
Look at me.
So November 1st, our Fuzzy Peach 5K trail run at Hines Farm Park and Stables. And that is actually an Onslow County Parks and Rec, or Onslow County property that we have here in, the address is Jacksonville.
Yeah,
that's,
it is. Still a Jacksonville address.
Yeah, that's like that in between Jacksonville, Richlands area is.
Yeah,
Or is that
because
considered Southwest?
Hinestown doesn't have its own post office
Its
yet.
own
So,
zip code.
yeah.
Is that considered Southwest on that side?
Yeah, the Southwest School District.
So that is obviously presented by Fuzzy Peach. They're wonderful. They have a variety that they bring out with toppings at the finish line, and part of the proceeds go to Adoption First Animal Rescue.
Nice.
Um,
That's
we
the
al-
one we talked about earlier.
Yes, and we also have a 1 mile option and a kids pack that we added this year. And so all of that information is on the registration site, and it also can be found at racejosc.com. Again, it's November 1st, and it's at Heinz Farm Park and Stables.
And Adoption First is a great. We've been dealing with some kittens, of feral cats and kittens and stuff, and they are a great resource to help control the pet population, get homes for some of these animals that, rather than just, languishing in the pound until somebody comes by.
I
So
have-
a really great resource.
I have 2 dogs that I have rescued through Adoption
Ours
First
is the same way, yeah.
Animal Rescue.
We've had
So-
our last 2, our last 3 have been that way, yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're
that's awesome.
They're wonderful because the shelters, they have some limitations on how
Yeah.
many they can hold and for how long. So the rescues obviously are able to come in and help them, and
And they get it out to more ways where you
they have a
see
lot of
what's available,
fosters. So the dogs do better when they're in a home environment than in that shelter environment. So a lot of fosters come and are able to help them.
So do you guys have anything in September?
We do. I will mention that I don't know if
felt
I
like
would
we
say
skipped a month there.
we don't own the event, but we help promote it. The Marine Corps Half Marathon happens on September 13th. The day before, we host their packet pickup because there's a lot of people that come in from outside the area that don't have access to the base. And so they come to an in-town packet pickup to get their base pass and get their bib and their T-shirt and
Y'all help
everything.
facilitate that. That's nice. of y'all.
Yeah, but not our events.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
I will be
action.
running it, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Well, we've run up through the November event, the Fuzzy Peach. Now you have something interesting over there in December. I've been
Yes.
waiting with bated breath to hear what that is.
Really?
Yeah.
Guesses?
Does
What
it
that
involve
means?
gift giving too,
It's not.
or is it just using the name?
So the idea
So you don't
is,
run a K, pick a gift, and if you don't like it, exchange it at the next K.
Oh, interesting concept.
Well, it's the White Elephant
It's called the
5K.
White Elephant 5K Fun Run, so it's not timed. This is going to end our race series, so it's bonus points for those that are interested in earning points for our series. And at the end, we will then have our 2025 race series award ceremony. So we're going to give out. So we have several runners that are competing throughout the year for that first, second, or third placement in female, male, female masters, and male masters, and then the riders category. And then we also, as I mentioned earlier, the year-end plaque holder. We have those that have earned those that have earned that, and so we'll be giving those out as well. But the idea with the White Elephant was that we had a lot of leftover medals and leftover bibs from previous races. And at first we were going to call it the Leftovers Run, but it's so close to Christmas, we decided that White Elephant was a better idea. It's going to be a mystery when you finish what's going to be in your bag, which will include a random medal.
And
Well,
then
that's
you can,
cool.
And then you can trade if you say, "Oh, I got this
Yeah,
one. I
that's
like
what
that
I'm
one."
thinking.
Yeah.
Have it where it's a random little gift. Have the medal and then a random little gift, and then you can start the White Elephant part.
Yeah.
Well, we did talk
nice.
about doing it, and we're not sure how to do White Elephant with maybe 300 runners. So we're not sure if this year we'll actually play the game or if we'll add that in future years. Because we're hoping that we like to end the year on a fun run. It's a bonus race. We're able then to celebrate everything that everyone has accomplished throughout
That's
the year.
cool. And that's your last event of the year.
That's it.
That is, yep.
I think what else we could do. in
December 6th.
December 6th. that's
December
at
is
9
very tough. There's a lot of Christmas
Yeah.
parties,
And
and
it's
then
so
people
hard to
leave.
get a weekend where people don't have events and out of town.
I'm
and
telling
all
you, the
that.
last 2 weeks, people just leave. So
Yeah.
it's hard to have.
And we're getting ready
events.
for races in January. So yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
we
you
have-
have something right after the first? Don't you?
We have jujitsu, and then we have silver gloves. Then we have beat the bridge, 10K, 5K,
Yeah.
all in January.
Yeah.
Interesting. Very interesting. You got a lot on your plate coming up. Now, high school football kicks off, and luckily it's not in conjunction with the boxing thing this year.
Right.
That'll help, with attendance probably too. The 22nd. Now, we had talked before about you guys. Are you guys kind of on the in the loop as far as the new facilities coming up that the city's trying to do?
Yeah, so-
What can you tell us anything about that? Have you got any info, any inside scoop?
I know they just got the zoning passed so that they can officially build there. I haven't heard a whole lot of new information lately. I know the plan is to hopefully break ground at some point next year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, and we're looking forward to trying to get the Jamboree back. Is that still a potential once you get the facilities and everything? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. We have a caller. Good morning, caller. How are you?
How you going?
Good. Is this Chris Miller from the Jacksonville Daily News?
Yeah, appreciate you give me let me call in the show and promote high school football coverage. Hope all is well.
Well, we want to mention the pigskin preview real quick. We have Marisa Reeder and Scott Smith with us from the Sports Commission. Say hey to those guys.
Hey everyone.
Hey,
How's
Chris.
everybody doing?
Hello.
Real quickly, let us know about the pigskin preview, when it'll be in the on stands and all that stuff.
Well, the Pigskin preview, I know the season kicks off the 22nd, Friday the 22nd, but the print edition for the previews will come out Thursday the 21st. So just pick one up. It's a good keepsake. It's a good keepsake. And Chris, I know you're always been a big fan of the preview, so I appreciate it. And obviously, we'll have the stories up online down the road. But if people can pick up a copy of the Pigskin preview, I'd really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
Where do we pick those up?
And a lot of the like Dollar Generals have them now. A lot of the convenience stores. That's mostly the place now, isn't it, Chris? That has them. They don't have the old newsstands as much anymore, like the boxes. But most of the Walmarts have them, things like that, right?
Yeah, places like that will have them. I mean, obviously, we live in a new society where digital is it rules everything, and I'm still a fan of digital. But we like I said, we still have a lot of folks that enjoy picking up stuff like that, special sections in the print edition. So it's going to be pretty neat. And then Scott, my friend, you'll be interested. Liberty Christian is included in the
Nice.
piece.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I wanted to throw the Heat a little bone.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, scrimmages, of course, tonight, and then we'll mention that again, the date next week on the show, for people to pick up that issue. I'm still one of those kicking and screaming in the old days that still like the print edition, because it's so cool to have it, access at any time to just pull it out and, take a look at all the teams and have the schedules right there. And you guys do a great job with that. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Appreciate you letting me plug the preview and all the high school preseason football and all sports coverage. So I appreciate it, my friend.
All right, and I'll be sending you the prognosticators pick stuff here shortly, so we'll be getting started in a couple weeks.
All right, sounds good.
right.
Can't believe the season's right around the
That's
corner.
right around. Thank you, Chris Miller. Have a good one.
Thank you.
All right, bye. Chris Miller, Jacksonville Daily News. Thank you for calling in and plugging that. He had sent a thing just out on Facebook. I was perusing while we were looking up some of the other stuff, and it popped up that it's coming up. So we'll get that out. What did he say? The 21st? So this is the
19th.
day
Or
before.
21st, yes.
21st, yes, when it actually is on the newsstands. You can get it on the digital, but it's just so cool to me to have that paper. And I've saved several over the years, man. You go back and look at some of those from the late 90s and some of the coaches that aren't with us anymore, and Coach Padgett and Ray Durham. There was one year where it had those two on the cover. Just some good stuff. So all that's starting. Now, what else do you guys want to talk about Sports Commission stuff? You got anything else you want to tell us about, economic impacts? Or
Yeah, so our fiscal year just ended June 30th. And now we try to track all sporting events in Onslow County, not just our events. And our estimated economic impact for fiscal year 24-25 was $2.9 million.
Wow.
That's up 701,000 over previous year. And then our estimated room nights was 11,666, and that was up over 2,000 over the previous year.
And that's all stuff, whether it's you guys or anything.
Yeah,
right?
if we know about it and can track some numbers. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's others that happen that we don't even know about. I mentioned earlier that Silver Gloves ended up being our largest economic impact room night event, with ECI a close second. Some new things last year was Marisa mentioned earlier, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We had 2 of those events here last year, and they're coming back for 2 more in 26. So it was interesting. Good year, but always good to be able to. It's why we exist, room nights and economic impact. So to have those numbers up, we're always proud of that.
And we talked about, we normally had been doing an Osprey report every week until this past week, because it was their final week. I know having the All-Star game here was impressive for them being on their second year, but the production they do out there is so cool that they were picked to have the All-Star game. They're just in their second year of existence out of 32 Old North State League teams, and that was probably the one event they had that had some actual, folks staying overnight because of the
Right. I don't.
guys
Again,
coming
I
from
don't.
the western part of the
I don't
state.
know, but we've heard it's one of the better fields in the league.
It is.
Yeah, that sort of.
And there's actually a lot of them that come from the other teams that play and go,
Hey,
they
wait a
hear the
minute.
music and the atmosphere and the actual, because Jacksonville's been wanting baseball for so long.
Right.
So I think that atmosphere carries over, and we've actually had some defections from other teams because they'd rather play in that type of atmosphere. I think the rest of the Ospreys games probably didn't fall into the heads on beds type thing because, mostly it was the teams traveling just for the day. But with the All-Star game, I know you had a lot of them coming, league officials staying overnight, the teams traveling in, players from, all the way in the mountains and stuff coming for the
Right,
day. So that's every little bit helps. But man, 2-point-some million, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything new on the horizon you guys see coming up that anything you're planning or anything you want to try and work back in? Obviously the Jamboree when facilities come available, but
Well, yeah, with the facilities, everything changes. I mean, then you're able to go after national, regional, statewide type events. But what were you saying, Marisa?
We're adding a special event next year because America turns 250 years old.
Yes,
So we're
a
doing a
big one.
special race on Flag Day next year,
which is June 14th.
June 14th.
Yeah.
And like you said, our 250th birthday.
They're
A lot of
actually-
people I don't think have realized that, but that's pretty. You guys weren't of age in 1976. I was 8, but I remember the 200th anniversary was just a big deal. So I'm hoping that coming up 250 will be the same type thing. A lot of patriotism and things going on.
I was 3, but I, for some reason, have this vague memory of that. Like people, like a parade
Yeah.
or something,
Well, I saw pictures from your Facebook where your mom dressed you up in some colonial outfits, and there was some pictures you took of some pictures or something. Is that true?
In 5th grade, we did a field trip to Williamsburg.
Nice.
And I had to dress up like a blacksmith.
Did you?
Yeah.
How did that? Have you got any pictures of that available?
There's pictures somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
We did colonial days. I had to dress up in like the 1800s
Yeah.
here with the bonnet, and we made candles. And
I'm watching with one of my sons, The Wonder Years.
Oh, great
Making
show.
him watch
Yeah.
all those. And
Especially the first couple of years. Of
there's
it, yeah.
one where they're assigned like to dance in gym class with the girl. And I said, I had to do that in 5th grade for that colonial days
Yeah?
thing. Yeah.
oh wow.
Were you doing like a square dance or like a
Yeah, some sort of colonial
Yeah.
dance. Yeah.
interesting? Now the paperwork over there, is that in mind to keep about the recreation and sports complex?
Yeah, the Uptown Jacksonville.
Uptown. So what is the and obviously they want a turf field for soccer, lacrosse, and football. Football's I'm sure the third option there. Would they be doing? I know baseball fields also and softball fields. Would there be a turf field for those two, or is it will all those be grass? You think?
There's not going to be
No
any-
baseball fields at the new complex.
Oh, there's not.
No.
None on the plans that we've seen.
Okay.
The latest I heard on that, because you have very nice softball, baseball fields
At
at
the
Commons,
Commons, yeah.
there is space to add.
I was just guessing. I
There's
didn't know.
space to add additional fields at the Commons, but I think the baseball, softball is going to be kept separately.
The main thing is they'll have the indoor basketball courts. Now you guys will probably transition over there for ECI.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What's the timeline for the first phases being done? Any word on that, or is it not really?
No, I don't know that it's set in stone. They do say the building's going to be the very first thing, even before the outdoor fields.
Yeah, because that way you have a place to put stuff.
Well, there's meeting space and there's
It's a conference center that's like 3 seats, 350 maybe.
yeah, obviously
Separate.
you got lots of options when it comes to indoor. It won't just be sports. So
You think in 3 years you'll be having ECI out there? Is it
I'd
that
like
quick?
to think so. I think
Roughly?
it's probably
That's kind of the
it's
timetable
probably
I
a
heard.
2-year build, I would guess.
But they got to get started. Yeah.
Right, from the time they start.
Yeah.
So maybe 4 years.
Between that and the YMCA being built, there's a lot of stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
added
the
around
Y
it.
is supposed to be next September.
Yep.
And then the museum is supposed to be April 2020.
Museum of the Marine.
Yeah.
Carolina Museum of the Marine. They're going to have a banquet area to maybe 300. I'm not exactly sure.
Well, that'd be a
what-
cool place to have some events, things like that.
But they're also. I don't
Would that
wanna-
be a destination for possibly the Sports Hall of Fame?
It could be.
Could be. Yeah.
Obviously, Sturgis City is great too, but
Right, it could
maybe
They're-
a place to bounce.
They're
from.
They're trying to add more parking. They're trying to add another entrance into the Lejeune Memorial Gardens. And they're trying to possibly have a food vendor or something so that it can always, you you can get into the doors and enjoy lunch, but you
Right.
don't have to go into the museum part. And they're trying to be like a community.
Once all of that's open, you'll have lots of options for the Sports Hall of Fame. I don't know what'll happen. Currently the Hall of Fame, the plaques and all that are housed at the Commerce Center. I don't know if they would integrate that into the new facility over there. I don't
That'd
know
be a good place
if
for
you've
it.
been to Rocky Mount, their
Theirs is
meeting
very
space at the side of their facility, all their Hall of Fame plaques are down the hallway for
Really?
that.
Yep.
Obviously, a lot more people would see it there.
A cool place to go where you can see them without having to worry about if you're interrupting a meeting.
Yeah, and
something
or
like that.
it's
Yeah.
if you're there for a lot of sports things, so they may care more about it. So if all the plaques and everything were there, it would obviously make sense that maybe the event is held there. But it's neat to be able to have different options to do that. But yeah, Sturgis City's great.
And I just thought about this, or I would have prepped you earlier, but they've already named some of the Hall of Fame candidates for this past year.
Right.
Do you know those off the top of your head, the ones that have already been?
The ones that we named. It was Doug
They-
Ernie, Doug Banks, and Greg Grantham.
Okay.
I
And
was
there'll
going
be
to say
three
there's
more.
two Dougs.
Yeah.
There'll be three more for next year.
It's not set in stone
Or
with
it's
how
not
many.
about the number. It's
Right.
not set. Okay.
Right.
2 or 3.
Yeah, it wouldn't be more than 3 more because then you're just getting too long of a ceremony.
Right.
But it could
Especially
be 2.
if Tony Marshman's still over there
Are
talking.
you releasing the date? Or are you waiting?
If I remembered it, it's May something.
That's when those will be.
May
Release.
whatever 2026 will be.
So the voting
event.
is going on now.
No.
Okay.
If for someone to be considered for next year, that paperwork has to be in by October 31st. If you're on the ballot, you're always on the ballot. You don't
So
have
if
to be
they've been previously
renominated.
submitted, okay.
But then voting happens between that October 31st and the end of the year. And then in January is announced who the 2026 class will be.
Is it a Thursday again?
I believe it is.
I think it's the 21st.
Something like that.
Can I be added back as a voter?
Yes, you already have been.
Oh, how about Ashley? Well, I'll talk about Ashley too. Ashley had asked about it too, so we'll talk about that off the air. Is there anything else you guys want to cover before we go?
Just come see us Saturday at boxing.
That's the first thing up tomorrow.
Yeah,
man.
Marine Chevy Freedom Fight. Again, doors open at 1. First session starts at 2. You can go online now to playjosc.com, or you can get tickets at the door.
And you are getting ready to leave here right now and go start setting up.
Yeah, we're getting
Busy,
there.
busy,
Getting
busy. All right. Well, thank you guys for being with us. Marisa Reeder,
Thank
Scott
you.
Smith,
Thank you.
Jacksonville-Onslow
Appreciate it.
Sports Commission,
Thanks,
the
Hollywood.
big boxing event this weekend. Check it out. And if you have any questions about all the stuff we talked about, playjosc.com. It's
Yes.
right there. All right, we do want to thank our sponsors before we go. Sports Talk is brought to you by National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Downey's Heating and Air Conditioning, Modern Exterminating, Bayshore Animal Hospital in Swansboro, CNS Paint, Ron Choate and Victor Case, Golden Corral and Billy Sewell, Rock Creek Golf and Country Club, Rick Morton, the pro out there, Jones Onslow EMC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, Jones LP Gas in Verona, Southern Touch Painting, Roger Carroll, of course, Fountain Management with Sandra Fountain, Onslow County Motor Company, Ben Beasley, Barnes Diamond Gallery, Miss Lindsay Jarman, Lane Associates Family Dentistry, Doctors Tommy and Kim Morgan, Barley Insurance Services, Bill Mercer, and Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, of course. And our race report is sponsored also by Onslow County Motor Company and Ben Beasley. Thanks to Helen's Kitchen and Billy Grissett for the delicious vittles we're getting ready. Vittles are food.
I
by the
know.
way.
Remember, I read.
Oh, yeah, that's true. The delicious food we're getting ready to consume. And we'll see you next Friday on Sports Talk.